Welcome, Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It's Tuesday, October 8th, and we're down at St. Albert Gym, where the Cyclones are in a triangular. They'll be playing St. Albert first, followed by a match with Glenwood. Entering tonight's contest, the Cyclones are coming off a 3-1 win over Atlantic on senior night, and St. Albert is coming off of a win in the Thomas Jefferson tournament this last weekend. We'll get ready to meet tonight's starting lineups possibly here shortly, and then get ready for the opening serve. Cyclones are led in hitting by Aubrey Schwiezow, and it's Naomi Sherrill for St. Albert. Assist-wise, Cyclones are led by Macy Mueller and Molly Wise for St. Albert. We'll get to some other stats here after the introductions. Aubrey Schwiezow, 5'10", senior outside hitter for the Cyclones. Number 6, Hope Preston, a 5'9", junior and a right side hitter. Kinsley Brook, number 8, she's a 6'2", sophomore and a middle hitter for Harlan Community. Number 11, Aubrey Wegner, a 5'9", sophomore and a middle hitter. Ellery Nelson, number 12, she's a 5'6", junior and outside hitter and defensive specialist. Number 14, Macy Mueller, a 5'7", senior setter. And the libero, number 4, Carly Tornaton, a 5'2", junior. Cyclones are coached by head coach Ellie Crease and assisted by Josie Jacobson and Nolan Hazy. And now for St. Albert. Number 3, Peyton Johnson, a 5'8", senior right side hitter. Number 4, their setter, Molly Wise, a 5'10", junior setter. Number 9, Ava Jones, a 5'8", middle hitter and a sophomore. Number 11, Alexa Lenz, she's a 5'7", sophomore and middle hitter. Number 12, Naomi Sherrill, a 5'10", sophomore outside hitter. She's their leading attacker. And Ellie Monahan, it'll be their defensive specialist. Number 1, a 5'6", senior. And the libero, Grace Christensen, number 6, a 5'5", junior.
Coverage of the 2024-2025 Cyclone season has been brought to you by a generous donation from the Harlan Pizza Ranch. Visit Pizza Ranch in Harlan and thank them for helping us bring you live coverage of Cyclone sports this year, including our brand new scoreboard camera. Cyclone Sports on HLTV Channel 15 has also been sponsored by Do It Best Hardware, The Agency in Harlan, Hamilton Financial Services,
Fairway in Harlan,
Western Iowa Medical in Harlan,
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Cyclone Scenic Chemical, build a bigger bin.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here, member FDIC.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
Getting ready for that opening serve after the starting lineups have been announced. Again, it's your Harlan Community Cyclones taking on the Saints from St. Albert in this Hawkeye 10 match. We went over the statistics there earlier, but the Cyclones are led in hitting by Aubrey Schwiezow. Meanwhile, on the other side of the net, it is Naomi Sherrill for the Saints. Assist-wise, Macy Mueller leads the Cyclones, and it's Molly Wise for St. Albert. Defensively, for the Cyclones, Mueller leads the team in digs, and it's Grace Christensen, the back row player for St. Albert, that will have in that responsibility. Leading for the Cyclones in serving is Macy Mueller, and Grace Christensen is the lead server for St. Albert. So there's some statistics, and we're ready for the first serve, and that's Mueller with the serves. St. Albert from the middle hitter position goes after it, and that is going to be a kill for St. Albert as they take a 1-0 lead here to start things off. That was number 9, Ava Jones. So St. Albert leads 1-0. Cyclones dig by Carly Tornate, Cyclones go to Kinsley Bruck. She makes a little tip. And then it's the Cyclones libero there, Carly Tornate, that couldn't quite get to that one. So it'll be a point for the Saints, and they lead 2-0. Mueller is going to set up Aubrey Schwiezow. And that's Aubrey Schwiezow getting the Cyclones on the board with a kill. 2-1 Saints. And it's Kinsley Bruck, the Cyclones middle hitter, rotating back to serve. Nice serve there by Bruck. Saints out of system. They're just going to push the ball over. Cyclones now got to go. They're going to back set Hope Preston. That's blocked at the net. Cyclones again going to go outside to Aubrey Schwiezow. And Aubrey Schwiezow ties things up at 2 apiece. Two is the score as Bruck serves for Harlan Community. Cross-court kill attempt dug by Ellery Nelson, and they're going to go right back to Schwiezow with a hot hand. There's going to be an overpass by the Saints, and that'll be a point for the Cyclones. And Harlan Community has taken the lead at 3-2 here in this opening set of Hawkeye 10 play. Bruck with the serve again. The Saints are going to go from the middle hitter position, and that's, well, they called it out and then in, and they're going to stay with in is the call from the up ref, and it is now 3-3. A tied up first set. Number 5, Lily Denton rotates back to serve now for St. Albert. 3-3 is the score here in set number 1. Carly Tornaton passes the ball up, and that's Aubrey Schwiezow. And that one is long out of bounds. Point Saints. And they're back on top, 4-3. Saints here with the serve. Cyclones in serve-receive position. That's Aubrey Schwiezow, and there's going to be an ace serve for the Saints. 5-3. St. Albert with the lead. Cyclones down by 2. Tornaton passes the ball up to Mueller. Mueller is going to get it to Schwiezow. She pushes it back to that deep corner. A nice job there by the Cyclones, getting a side out with a push kill back to that back corner. And this Harlan Community is within 1 at 5-4. Schwiezow to the service line for the Cyclones, and that one's long out of bounds. 6-4. St. Albert. Into the Cyclone lineup is Avery Manns, a defensive specialist. And St. Albert gets ready for the serve. Hope Preston, a little bit of an overpass, tipped at the net. Mueller gets that dug up. And then off of the block, it falls on the Cyclone side of the net, and Harlan Community is down by 3, 7-4. Number 12, Naomi Sherrill, serving for the Saints. She's their leading hitter. Mueller's going to get it to Hope Preston, and Hope Preston off the back set gets the point. 7-5 Saints. Number 10, Kate Kester's into the lineup now, and back to serve for Harlan Community. And there's a tip at the net by the setter. Be a free ball over by the Cyclones. They're going to go outside to Monahan. Monahan hits one down the line for a kill. And that puts St. Albert up by 3 again at 8-5. And it's number 11, Alexa Lenz, back to serve for the home squad. And there's going to be an ace serve. Cyclones struggle in serve receive at points and times in matches. And it's going to be ace serve, I believe, number 3 for the Saints, as they now increase their lead by 4 at 9-5. Back set to Wegner, and that's going to fall. And the Cyclones come up with the point with the Wegner kill. 9-6 is the score. Carly Tornaton back to the service line. Tornaton serves one up into the middle of that defense. Monahan from the hitter position, and that's going to be Kinsley Bruck, and Kinsley Bruck sees the open donut there, that open hole in the middle of the Saints defense. Tipped it right down into there. One of the Saints players got a hand on it and sent it over into the bleachers for a Cyclone point, and they're within 2 at 9-7. Tornaton with her second serve. There's a little bit of an overpass. Cyclones on the little tip, couldn't get that one dug. (10-7) St. Albert. There's one hit to the back row. Carly Tornaton. Mueller gets it over to Bruck, and Bruck puts the hammer down. 10-8. Cyclones trail by 2. It's Ellery Nelson rotating back to serve. Cyclones down 2. Nelson sends one over, and now from the middle hitter position, one was partially blocked by Bruck and falls down on the Cyclone side of the net, giving the Saints the point. It's Harlan Community again, trails by 3 at 11-8. Monahan to serve for St. Albert. Cyclone's going to go to Aubrey Schwiezow. Dug by Monahan in the back row. Cyclones now dig up an attack by the Saints. There's Mueller that tried an attack cross court. Cyclones got one dug there by Nelson. Nice little rally going on here by both teams. Tornaton digging that up from the back row, and there's going to be a kill from the setter position. Mueller with the kill and gets the Cyclones within 2 at 11-9. Cyclones got to get on a roll here and get things tied back up and take the lead here in set number 1 as they trail by 2. Outside attack blocked by Bruck. Cyclones now in system, and they're going to back set to Hope Preston, and that's blocked at the net by St. Albert's number 12, Naomi Sherrill. The Cyclones go down a point, 12-9. Nice little rally there by both teams. Some good hitting and and good passing and digging, but the point did eventually go to the Saints. They're going to go to Schwiezow. She gets one over, and then it's going to be a free ball over by the Saints. Cyclones are going to go to Schwiezow again, and that was blocked. And Cyclones, maybe if they would have let that one go, would have went off the block, out of bounds. And Coach Ellie Crease wants to take a timeout and talk things over here. It's 13-9. Cyclones trail by 4. Their largest deficit so far of the night here in set number 1. And we want to take this opportunity to thank some fine local sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you. Those being Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keith Auto Center, Fairway in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Do It Best Hardware, Conductor Swampler, The Agency Insurance, Western Iowa Medical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Shelby County State Bank, Hamilton Financial Services, Hanson House Senior Living, Paulie Jones Funeral Home, Murto Medical Center and Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewitt Family Aquatic Complex, and a special thanks to the Pizza Ranch in Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment and upgrades, especially that scoreboard that you see up there in that left-hand corner of your screen. Cyclones going to go to Kinsley Brook, and that one's blocked out of bounds. Good job there by Harlan Community. Had one of those earlier where it was blocked by the Saints defense and was on its way out of bounds, but then the Cyclones kept it in play instead of taking the free point. Smart play there by the Cyclones by letting that go, and they're back within 3 at 13-10. Schwiezow hits one over for the Cyclones. Now from the right side, one's long, out of bounds, hitting air on the Saints, and the Cyclones are within 2 at 13-11. As Kinsley Bruck rotates back to serve for the Cyclones. She hits one to that deep corner, and now it's a tip at the net, kept alive there by Wegner. A nice job by Aubrey Schwiezow. Wegner kept it alive there at the net, and it served as a set for Aubrey Schwiezow to go up and hammer it down, and the Cyclones are within 1 at 13-12. Nice serve there by Kinsley Bruck, and an attack in the middle, and that's long, out of bounds, and the Cyclones have fought their way back from being down 4, 13-9. Little 4-point run, and it is now tied up at 13 apiece with Bruck at the service line. Little tip at the net, and Schwiezow went to push that over, and it goes out of bounds. Unforced error on the Cyclones, and St. Albert takes the lead, 14-13. Cyclones with some unforced error points given up to St. Albert at this point. St. Albert's given up some too with some hitting errors. Now the Cyclones in system going to go to Aubrey Wegner. She hammers down an attack on a cross-court kill attempt. Cyclones in system again. And there's going to be a kill from the setter position. Mueller dumps one over at the net. Finds an open spot where the Saint defense couldn't get it dug, and it's going to get tied up at 14 apiece. A tie for the third time here in this opening set. And St. Albert wants to take a timeout as Coach Angie Lance maybe feels some momentum slipping over to the Cyclone side of the net. So out of the timeout, it will be a tied match here in set number 1 at 14-14. It'll be Aubrey Schwiezow for the Cyclones at the service line. St. Albert has really been trying to take advantage of the middle hitter position, and the last few attempts there have gone long. The Cyclones will take those free points all night. Schwiezow now from the service line. Little short serve, and that's just what the Cyclones needed there to continue some momentum. They now have the lead at 15-14 with the ace serve by Aubrey Schwiezow. And Not sure what's kind of going on here. The referees are talking back and forth to each other. So some type of substitution and rotation situation going on with St. Albert. So they'll get a yellow card on that situation. Something maybe going on there with number 12, Naomi Sherrill. So anyway, we'll come out of that situation. Not sure what exactly was going on, but the Cyclones have the lead, 15-14, and there's one off the block. Went off the block off a Cyclone fingertip there, out of bounds. And they have six. There we go. I still think the score is wrong. They have 15-14 up there, but I think it should be 15-15. We'll see if they get that corrected. Well, there it is, 15-15, and a service error on the Saints. So just as St. Albert gets things tied up at 15 apiece with that service error, the Cyclones will take the point and a 1-point lead at 16-15. Kate Kester's serving for Harlan Community. They're going to be out of system. It'll be a free ball over. Cyclones got to take advantage here. They're going to go to Addie Wicks, and another one tipped at the net. Cyclones going to have to free ball it over, pushed over by Kate Kester's. A little bit of a net problem there, but St. Albert's does keep it alive. They're going to go to Aubrey Wegner, blocked at the net, but the Cyclones watch that one hit the floor, and a point goes to St. Albert. $16 apiece is the score now here in set number 1. Going to be pushed over there by Hope Preston. Now Monahan hits a roll shot, kept alive by Hope Preston and Mueller. A nice little play there by the Cyclones to keep things alive. And now it's going to be Wicks. And Wicks hits one over. Nice little rally going on here by both teams. Cyclones in system. They're going to go to Wicks, and there's going to be a lift. And the Cyclones fans are not happy with that non-call there by St. Albert. And the Saints are going to have the lead at 17-16. Cyclones down 1. There's going to be an overpass at the net as Hope Preston, and again, Cyclones get plagued on serve-receive here points as St. Albert now leads by 2, 18-16. We're in set 1 of this Hawkeye 10 triangular. Wicks hits one over at the net, and then it's Monahan. And then Mueller tries with the attack that's blocked at the net. Wicks now with a little roll shot. St. Albert now in system, tipped over at the net. Mueller keeps that one alive and gets pushed over by the Cyclones. Now it's going to be Wicks, and she pushes it over for Harlan Community. Again, a good little rally going on here by both teams, and that one is maybe a free point, but the Cyclones would have let that go out. And there's a hitting error on the Cyclones as that goes into the net. It was Hope Preston trying to hammer one there from the right side. And it's St. Albert now back on top by 3, 19-16. Cyclones are going to go to Wicks, and she hits one down the line, out of bounds, wide. And the Cyclones now trail again by 4 at 20-16. And Coach Crease wants to take a timeout as we're deep here into set number 1. And the Saints, the home team, has matched their largest lead of the night at 4. Cyclones trailed by 4 earlier at 13-9, and then got things to the tied up at 14 apiece. And then St. Albert has kind of trickled on a run themselves to regain the lead and take it now by 4 points at 20-16. So out of the timeout, Cyclones trail by 4. It will be St. Albert at the service line. And set number 1 here from St. Albert Gym. Cyclones going to go to Aubrey Wegner on her attack, dug by the Saints. Now Hope Preston with the attack, dug by the Saints, and there's one that's, again, Cyclones got to realize that's going to go out of bounds. Just let some of those go. And then it's a hitting error on the Cyclones. And it's 21-16. Cyclones down by 5. Out to Wicks. Wicks pushes one over. St. Albert in system. They're going to back set, and it's just pushed over. Now push by Wicks. Both teams, it's kind of into a little bit of a pushing contest, but the Cyclones in system. And finally, the Cyclones come away with a point, and it's going to be St. Albert in the net. A lot of things you had called there. First of all, it was a lift and in the net and didn't make it over. All those combined gives the Cyclones the point, but trail by 4, 21-17. There's going to be a kill down the line, and that's in. And the Cyclones trail 22-17 here in this opening set. St. Albert with the serve. Hope Preston passes it up. Mueller tries dumping one over. It's tipped at the net, and there's just a bunch of lifts going on there that the official is just kind of letting go by. And then Ellie Monahan hammers one down from the outside position. Wicks down the line, and that's wide out of bounds. 23-17. St. Albert at the service line. Let that go. There we go. 3-point service error on St. Albert. 23-18. Cyclones trail by 5. Ellery Nelson to serve for Harlan Community. There's one pushed over by number 4, Molly Wise, their setter, into the Cyclone defense for a kill from the setter position. And it's 24-18. Cyclones trail by 6. And it's going to be Aubrey Schwiezow with a nice swing at it. And a hitting error by number 10, Lexi Darrington. The Cyclones trail 24-19. There's going to be a tip at the net. Cyclones keeping it alive. Schwiezow, and she hits one into the net. And that's going to bring us to the end of set number 1, where the Cyclones are defeated 25-19. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor. Skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
This program has been brought to you by Dylan Hamilton, financial advisor with Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Contact Dylan today at 712-235-5500. Office is located in Harlan and Walnut.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatbird Avenue in Harlan.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care needs.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Set SCSB as your financial teammate. Plan now so you're ready to ace your next major purchase. Kill unexpected requests for personal information. Save early, save often for unexpected expenses. Partner with the experts at SCSB to hit your financial marks. The ball's in your court. Stay on top of your financial game with SCSB.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 2 from St. Albert High School gym. Cyclones were defeated in that first set 25-19. Cyclones got down early, fought back, tied things up, went ahead and got a lead established midway through the set after being down 4. And then it was St. Albert getting it tied back up and regaining the lead and just kind of building point by point and taking the 6-point set from the Cyclones, 25-19. So in a triangular here, things are a little different. It's going to be best out of 3. So it's Cyclones taking on St. Albert. After that, it will be the Cyclones facing Glenwood, another Hawkeye 10 foe. And then to conclude the night, we won't broadcast it, but it will be St. Albert then in the nightcap taking on the Rams of Glenwood. So we're ready here for set number 2. Cyclones had first serve in set number 1, so it will be St. Albert's turn this time, and it's Ava Wagner serving for the Saints. The Cyclones in their serve receive. We're going to keep track of some unforced error points by both teams as each one had their struggles with that in set number 1. And at the net, there's going to be a tip. Nice block there by Kinsley Bruck. A roll shot into the net by Ellie Monahan, and there's an unforced error point committed by St. Albert, giving the Cyclones the lead at 1-0. Mueller with the serve for Harlan Community. Monahan with the kill attempt, dug by Ellery Nelson, and they're going to go outside to Schwiezow. Nice attack by Aubrey. Free ball over by Monahan and the Saints. They're going to go short set to Bruck. It was blocked, and now it's Hope Preston, and she hits one wide out of bounds, hitting air on the Cyclones. We got a substitution in for St. Albert. And we're all tied up at 1 apiece, and the Cyclones in system going to go to Schwiezow off the short set. Nice attack there by Harlan Community, and one kept alive there by Kinsley Bruck off the block, and it's going to fall down. A little unforced error by St. Albert. Their second one. Their setter tried getting to the ball and had some traffic to work through, and the Cyclones take a 2-1 lead over the Saints here in set number 2. Kinsley Bruck, a nice serve for the Cyclones. It'll be a free ball over. Cyclones got to take advantage here. They're going to go outside to Schwiezow, and she hits one down wide out of bounds. And things are tied up at 2 apiece. Substitute into the contest now for St. Albert. Cyclones in system going to go to Schwiezow. She has a cross-court attack, and now it's St. Albert's turn. Back set to Hope Preston. She gets one to that back row, dug by their libero. Ellie Monahan now with the attack. Free ball over by the Cyclones, Preston. Monahan again, blocked at the net by Aubrey Wegner. Nice little rally here again. Monahan with the roll shot. And it finds the donut for a point. And the Saints take the lead 3-2. Cyclones trail by 1. Aubrey Schwiezow pushes one to the back corner. Nice job there by Aubrey, seeing the back corner area open and just pushes it back there where nobody was for the Saints and ties things up at 3 apiece. Schwiezow now rotates back to serve for the Cyclones, and that one's in the net. Unforced error point given up by the Cyclones, and the Saints regain the lead at 4-3. Ellie Monahan rotating back to serve now for St. Albert. And there's an unforced error given up by, again, serve-receive point given up by Harlan Community. Monahan with her second serve of this rotation is going to be Nelson with the kill. St. Albert was there with the block, but couldn't pick things up off the block. And the Cyclones trail by 1 at 5-4. Kate Kester's with the serve for Harlan Community. Maybe a push over there by the Saints. Short set to Aubrey Wegner, and Aubrey Wegner has a kill from the middle hitter position for the Cyclones, and that's going to be a tie situation here. Cyclones got it tied up at 5-5. And going to be a free ball over by St. Albert. Cyclones in system going to go to Ellery Nelson off the St. Albert block. It's going to be a roll shot over by St. Albert. And back set attack there, and that was off the Cyclone block and falls in for a kill, and St. Albert regains the lead 6-5. St. Albert libero back to serve for St. Albert. And a tip at the net by Nelson, and Nelson gets the kill there, tipping it over the double block. Cyclones tied up at 6 apiece here. Carly Tornaton to serve for Harlan Community. Ooh, there's going to be 2 touches is the call. Unforced error, point number 3 given up by the Saints. As the Cyclones now lead 7-6 here in set number 2 with Carly Tornaton at the service line. There's going to be a attack that was blocked at the net by Bruck. And then the Cyclones couldn't clean it up off the block, giving the point to St. Albert. And it's tied up for a second time here. That's 7 apiece. The Saints now with the serve. That's number 5, Denton. And they're going to go right to Kinsley Bruck, and she hammers one to the back row. There's going to be a hitting error on the Saints, giving the Cyclones the point and regaining the lead at 8-7. Suizo back into the lineup as Ellery Nelson rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. Cyclones with a 1-point lead here in set number 2. They're going to push from the middle position there, barely gets over the net, and the Cyclones couldn't get that one dug. Eight to 8 now is the score. Carly Tornaton with the dig. Cyclones are going to go right to Kinsley Bruck off the short set from Mueller, and the Cyclones take the lead back 9-8. St. Albert won the first set 25-19. Cyclones got to win this one to stay alive in this match. Mueller sends one long, and that's out of bounds. Service error on the Cyclones. And we're going to get things tied back up at 9-9. Number 11, Alexa Lenz serving now for St. Albert. Preston with the dig, getting over to Kinsley Bruck, and that's blocked at the net. Coming down on the Cyclone side for a Saint point. And now the Cyclones go down 1 at 10-9. Tornaton with the dig. Going to go up to Hope Preston. She pushes it over for the Cyclones. Monahan hammers one down the line for a St. Albert point. And Harlan Community is now down 2, 11-9. Number 11, Alexa Lenz serving for the Saints. Hope Preston at the net. I'm not sure if they're saying 4 touches, so that one got hit into the net. Hitting error on the Cyclones. And the Harlan Community is down 3, 12-9. Cyclones are going to go right to Hope Preston again. The left-hander hits a little roll shot. Now attacked by St. Albert, blocked by Bruck. Again, a little roll shot, and the Cyclones back row can't get that one dug. And Harlan Community is down 4 now, 13-9. And Coach Crease wants to take a timeout, and we're going to take an opportunity to again go over those fine sponsors with you that make this live broadcast come to you. Those being Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keist Auto Center, Fairway in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Do It Best Hardware, Conductix Wampler, The Agency Insurance, Western Iowa Medical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Shelby County State Bank, Hamilton Financial Services, Hanson House Senior Living, Paulie Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center and Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, and rounding things out, a special thanks to the Pizza Ranch in Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment and upgrades, including the brand new scoreboard camera that you see up in that upper left-hand corner of your screen. So out of the timeout, it will be St. Albert with the serve and the lead, 13-9. Cyclone's going to go to Kinsley Bruck, and Kinsley Bruck pushes it off the St. Albert block. And the point, instead of going to the Cyclones, goes to the Saints. I think they called it, I'm not sure what exactly the referee was calling there, but gave the point to St. Albert instead of Harlan Community. So the Cyclones are down 14-9. Roll shot over by Preston. They're going to go to Aubrey Schwiezow. Nice little play there where they have both Kinsley Bruck and Aubrey Schwiezow coming up to the net. Bruck at the middle position, and from the outside, it's Aubrey Schwiezow. Mueller pushes it over to Schwiezow, and she hammers it down for the point. Cyclones trail 14-10. Nice serve there by Bruck. Clips the net and causes issues for the Saints. And it's Harlan Community that's battled back, down by 3, 14-11. Unfortunate that that point earlier didn't go to the Cyclones, otherwise it would be 13-12. Cyclones within 1. Push by St. Albert, and no one is there for the Cyclone defense. And it's 15-11. Harlan Community down 4 here in the second set. And again, serve receive error on the Cyclones. Harlan Community down 5, 16-11. Aubrey Wegner with the roll shot attempt goes into the net. 17-11. Cyclones down by 6. St. Albert with the serve. Tornaton passes the ball up to the front row. Mueller gets it to Schwiezow. It's blocked. And the Cyclones just watch it come off the block and hit the floor. Cyclones got to give some effort, dive on the floor there, try and keep that thing alive to keep themselves alive in this match, as they're already down 1-0 and down 18-11 in set number 2. Ball's going to get set over to Wegner, and she hits one long out of bounds. It's 19-11. Cyclones down by 8 in set 2. St. Albert with the serve, passed up by Schwiezow. Schwiezow with the free ball over for the Cyclones. Short set to St. Albert, and there's a kill off the Cyclone touch, and it's 20-11. Cyclones down by 9, and Coach Kreese uses another timeout to talk things over as St. Albert has got things rolling on their side of the net. Again, just a reminder, this is best out of 3 here tonight, as it's a triangular between the Cyclones, the Saints of St. Albert, and the Rams of Glenwood. So it'll be best out of 3. Cyclones against the Saints. Then it'll be best out of 3 Cyclones against the Rams. And then concluding the night will be best out of 3 Rams versus the Saints. Cyclones were defeated 25-19 in set number 1. And they're down 20-11 here. So the Cyclones got to get a comeback start going here. And it starts with a side out. It'll be St. Albert with the serve out of the timeout. Ellery Nelson gets the ball up to the Cyclone setter Mueller. Mueller gets it over to Sweezow, and she hammers it down for the cross-court kill, 20-12. Sweezow will now rotate back to serve for Harlan Community. St. Albert on the attack that's Monahan. They're going to push it over to Ellery Nelson. She hits one to the back row. And Monahan again with the kill attempt. As Ellery Nelson not able to keep that one alive in play. And it will be a kill for Monahan and the Saints as they now lead 21-12. And it's Monahan now rotating back to serve. Preston digs one up to the front row. Preston at the tip at the net. Dug up by the Saints. Cross-court kill attempt blocked nicely there by Wegner. Ellery Nelson now on the cross-court attack. And they're saying that was hitting air into the net, giving the Saints the point, and it's 22-12. There's a service error on Monahan, and the Saints giving the Cyclones the point at 22-13. Kate Kester's in to serve for Harlan Community. It's going to be a roll shot over by St. Albert, and the Cyclones unable to keep that alive in the back row. 23-13 is the score. Cyclones down 10 here in set number 2. And there's a service error on St. Albert again. Harlan Community will take those free unforced error points given up by St. Albert. That's their 6th one of set number 2. 23-14, there's a service error on the Cyclones as they give the point right back. 24-14, Saints with the lead. So again, this is best out of 3. Cyclones already down 1, and it's set and match point for St. Albert as they lead 24-14 here in set number 2. There's Mueller, a dump at the net. It was a little bit of an overpass going on by Hope Preston, and Mueller got up there and dumped it for a kill and point from the setter position, giving the Cyclones still life, 24-15, and it's Ellery Nelson rotating back to serve, and that one's going to be long. Service error on the Cyclones to end set number 1, 25-14. It goes to the Saints. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more volleyball action. We're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Murtu Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Murtu Physical Therapy. Game on.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss, empathy and understanding make all the difference. Our dedicated professionals, rooted in family values, are here to answer your calls and address your questions and concerns. With 3 locations in Harlan, Avoca, and Denison, we're available whenever and wherever you need us to provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your agronomy inputs. Whether it's seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, or custom application, the staff at Cyclone Seed will work hard for your business. When you work with Cyclone Seed and Chemical, you'll have to build a bigger bin.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. We got good news. Even though the Cyclones are down 2-0, it's best out of 5, not best out of 3. The Cyclones still have life. They can do what's called a reverse sweep. And instead of winning 3-0, you lose the first 2 and then win the back 3 to take the match. So Harlan Community is still alive here in this first match against St. Albert. They were defeated in set 1, 25-19, and 25-14 in set 2. But here we are in set number 3, so the Cyclones got to keep winning these last 3 sets to stay alive here in this opening match of Hawkeye 10 play in a triangular between the Cyclones and the Saints, and then it'll be the Cyclones and the Rams. Cyclones got to give up some unforced error points that they've been giving to the Saints here in set 1 and 2, as well as see what they can clean up on some serve-receive opportunities. So here we are in set number 3. And there, the horn went off, the whistle was blowing, and there's a service error by the Cyclones into the net by Mueller. So the first point goes to St. Albert. It'll be number 11, Alexa Lenz, serving for St. Albert as they have a 1-0 lead. The Cyclones are going to go to Aubrey Schwiezow, and that's long out of bounds. 2-0 St. Albert. Again, it's best out of 5 here instead of best out of 3 in this triangular. So the Cyclones still alive, even though they went down in set number 1, 25-19, and set 2, 25-14. There's back-to-back hitting errors for the Cyclones as they're now down 3-0 here early in set number 3. Lenz again to serve for the Saints. Again, serve-receive errors for Harlan Community, plaguing them once again here in this match against St. Albert as they have the lead 4-0 over your Cyclones. Probably Tornaton digs one up to the front row. And that's Kinsley Bruck with the hammer. And now Ellie Monahan with the tip at the net, kept alive. And now Aubrey Schwiezow hits one And that's off the block back onto the Cyclone side of the floor. And St. Albert has an early 5-0 lead over Harlan Community here in set number 3. Lenz again with the serve for the Saints. Hope Preston pushes one back to the deep corner. It'll be a roll shot over by St. Albert. Now Kinsley Brook, and that one's going to be long out of bounds. 6-0 St. Albert. And Coach Kreese wants to take a timeout, get her team settled down.
Advertise with HMU. Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to get your business out there? Why not advertise right here? HMU is looking for sponsors, and starting as low as $40 a month, your business could be featured right here. Our sponsors help us cover programs just like this one, and thanks to their support, we're now able to broadcast Cyclone sports, concerts, and more live on both HLTV, Channel 15, and YouTube. So what are you waiting for? Call 755-5182 and ask for Jonathan, or email jnorth@hmunet.com and ask for more information today.
So out of the timeout, what we got is Harlan Community down 6-0, and St. Albert with the serve as number 11, Alexa Lenz, still at the service line for the Saints. She sends one overpass by the Cyclones. Again, serve receive issues happening, not allowing them to get into system. And Ellie Monahan with the roll shot. Now Hope Preston with the cross court kill attempt. Free ball over by the Saints. Cyclones in system here. They're going to go to Schweizau, and that's just long out of bounds. 7-0 Saints. Lenz to serve. Cyclones are going to go to Kinsley Brook, and that's blocked at the net. We're going to say 4 touches that hit the net instead of the block. 8-0 St. Albert. Lentz still at the service line for St. Albert. Service error, or serve receive issues again for the Cyclones. 9-0 Saints. Cyclones got to side out here and get things going on their side of the net. There's going to be an overpass dug out of the net by the Cyclones, and Schweizau is going to hit one long out of bounds. 10-0 St. Albert. Lentz, the server for the Saints. And there's going to be an ace serve again. Cyclones just not able to get in sync on the serve receive rotation, as Lentz is fired off 11 points from the service line. Finally, Lentz does the Cyclones a favor and serves one long out of bounds, giving Harlan Community the first point of set number 3 for them. It comes at a point in time where St. Albert already has 11. It's 11-1. There's a touch on the block of the St. Albert attack. Goes out of bounds, giving St. Albert the point at 12-1. St. Albert with the serve. Cyclones in system, and they're going to go to Hope Preston. And Hope Preston with the kill from the middle hitter position, giving the Cyclones the point, 12-2. Squeeze out now at the service line. From the middle hitter position, it's blocked. Cyclones keep it alive. Nice job there by Harlan Community. And a tip at the net again, and it's going to be 4 touches. Cyclones couldn't quite keep that rally going as the point goes to St. Albert as they now lead 13-2. Wicks hits one over for the Cyclones. And little back set by St. Albert, blocked at the net. Kept alive, and a free ball over by the Cyclones. There's one that's tipped at the net and into the void of the Cyclone defense, and it's 14-2. Monahan rotates back to serve now for the Saints. Wicks with the tip at the net. And pushed over by the Saints, and now we're going to go to Hope Preston. She hits one to that back corner. Hope Preston with the kill. 14-3 is the score. Cyclones down 11 as Kate Kesters rotates in to serve for Harlan Community. Free ball over by the Saints. There's a little bit of an overpass. And the Saints tip that one right back down on the Cyclone side of the net, and it's 15-3. Christensen to serve now for the Saints. Cyclones are going to back set to Wegner. Wegner with a cross-court kill attempt, and now it's going to be a free ball over. Cyclones in system here. Go to Wicks. Wicks pushes one back to the back corner. Now in system is St. Albert. The setter tips one over for a setter kill for St. Albert, and Harlan Community is down 16-3 here in set number 3. Wicks off the tip of number 4, Molly Wise gets the point. 16-4. Cyclones down 12. And Carly Tornaton rotates back to serve. There's an overpass by the Saints, giving the Cyclones the point. 16-5. Tornaton again at the service line for the Cyclones. They're going to go to the right side attack, dug by Avery Manns, and now it's Kensley Bruck. And that one's long out of bounds. 17-5 Saints. Walter into the lineup now for St. Albert. Tornaton with the dig. Cyclones are going to get over to Kensley Bruck. Cyclones keeping it alive. It'll have to be a free ball over from the middle hitter position. That one's kept alive by Mueller and Preston, and Cyclones still have hope in this rally. And then eventually the point goes to St. Albert, 18-5. And Coach Kreese wants to take a timeout. Again, here as we're deep into set number 3. Cyclones were defeated 25-19 in set number 1, 25-14 in set number 2. And right now the score is 18-5 in set number 3. So it's a triangular here tonight from St. Albert Gym. Cyclones taking on the host Saints. After this match, the Cyclones will take on the Rams from Glenwood. And then following that, it will be the Rams against the Saints to close out this Hawkeye 10 triangular. So out of the timeout, the score is Saints 18, Cyclones 5. And it's St. Albert at the service line. St. Albert getting some other substitutes into the contest here. And things, I think, are finally whistled ready for play. And the serves over and serve another serve receive error on the Cyclones. 19-5. Little roll shot over by Kinsley Brooks. Cyclones wisely let that one go out of bounds, giving Harlan Community the point, 19-6. Ellery Nelson back into the lineup and at the service line for Harlan Community. Nelson with the serve. St. Albert in system here. Roll shot from the middle hitter position. Now the Cyclones are going to go to Aubrey Sweezow. Her cross-court kill attempt is dug. And at the net, it is number 11 there, Alexa Lenz, tipping it over onto the Cyclone side of the net for the point. 20-6 is the score. Cyclones going to go to Sweezow. Sweezow with a nice attack there for the Cyclones. And then it's tipped at the net by St. Albert, blocked by Bruck. Cross-court kill attempt dug by Nelson, and it's Sweezow that hits one over. A little bit of an overpass, and Sweezow goes right back up and tips that over for the Cyclone point. 20-7. And Cyclones down 2-0 here in this opening match. They're down in set number 3, 20-7. A little back set by St. Albert, and that one's going to hit the floor. (21-7) is the score. St. Albert with the lead. There's the serve for the Saints. Cyclones in system. They're going to get it set to Aubrey Sweezow. And a point off the touch from St. Albert. Sweezow with the kill. 21-8 is the score. Bruck back to serve. Free ball over by St. Albert, and now it's Hope Preston. Pushed over now by the Saints. And the Cyclones can't keep that alive. And it's 22-8. Wagner. She hits one, hitting air into the net there, and it's 23-8. Saints with the serve here, late in set number 3. Back set to Squeezow, and Squeezow hammers one with authority, kept alive by St. Albert. And one at the net, and the Cyclones, that's Aubrey Squeezow with the tip, giving the Cyclones a little soft tip kill point. 23-9 is the score. There's one tipped by St. Albert, and that's Hope Preston with the kill. Her cross-court attack that was touched by a St. Albert defender, and it's 23-10. Aubrey Squeezow with the serve. So a short serve by Squeezow, tipped at the net, and that one's wide out of bounds. Cyclones with the point, 23-11. Tornaton with the dig. Hope with the tip at the net. Free ball over by St. Albert. Cyclones in system again, and they're going to go out to Ellery Nelson. And Ellery Nelson with the kill. 23-12 is the score. And now St. Albert wants to take a timeout as the Cyclones got a little spark going on their side of the net.
At Keist Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keist Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years. Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Squeezow with the short serve again, causing some issues for St. Albert. A little free ball over. Cyclones in system. And they're going to go to Aubrey Wegner. She had the hammer from the middle hitter position. Cyclones again. And they're going to go bump set it over to Hope Preston. She finds a little void. There's the one that was going out of bounds. Cyclones keeping too many of those in play. And a tip at the net kept alive there by the Cyclones. It's St. Albert with the tip. And there's one they can't dug off the ground, but at least Hope Preston making a diving effort. And it's 24-12, St. Albert. As number 13, Alyssa Shepard, rotates back to serve for the Saints. Preston, the cross-court attack, and that one's going to go into the stands off the dig attempt. And it's going to be a kill for Preston and the Cyclones 24-13. Kate Kester's to serve now for the Cyclones. Cyclones tip it over at the net. Roll shot over by St. Albert. Cyclones are going to go to Ellery Nelson, and that's going to be a lift call on St. Albert, giving the Cyclones a point, 24-14. Kester's again with the serve. And there's one blocked at the net by Aubrey Wegner. Aubrey Wegner sends one back over for the Cyclones. Ellery Nelson hammers one dug up into the back row. Problems at the net, pushed over by St. Albert. Aubrey Wegner again with the attack. St. Albert pushes one over, dug by Mueller. Nelson free balls it over for Harlan Community. Good little rally going on here, and it's a hitting error on St. Albert's number 3, Peyton Johnson, giving Harlan Community the point. 24-15 is the scores. St. Albert with the lead. Pushed over by St. Albert. Cyclones gonna free ball it right back over. And there's one hit at the net there, and Cyclones almost getting a kill attempt there, and there's one long out of bounds. Finally hitting error on St. Albert, giving the Cyclones the point. 24-16. Harlan Community still battling in this. They're on a 4 or 5 point run themselves. Wish this could have happened about 8 or 10 points ago, but it's better late than never. Cyclones need to stay alive here in this third set to keep the match alive, as they're down 2-0 to St. Albert. So out of the timeout, it will be Cyclones with the serve. They, however, trail 24-16 on the scoreboard. And it's set number 3, down 2-0, and with Kate Kesters at the service line for Harlan Community. There's going to be a free ball over by the Saints. Cyclones in system, and they're going to go to Ellery Nelson. And they're going to call a net violation against St. Albert. 24-17. With Kesters at the service line still for the Cyclones, and that's long out of bounds. Service error on the Cyclones gives the point to St. Albert in the set and the match by a score of 25-17. So Cyclones go down 3-0 to St. Albert. 25-19 in set number 1, 25-14 in set number 2, and 25-17 in set number 3. We're going to take a break here while Glenwood gets warmed up. Then the Cyclones will come back on the court, and we'll have a match against the Rams. See if the Cyclones can get regrouped and go after Glenwood. And Jonathan North on the camera. It's Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone. So we'll be back here in about 15 minutes for match number 2 here from St. Albert High School Gym.